usually arranged in one or more dimensions. A one-dimensional array is like a simple list. A two-dimensional array is like a grid or matrix made up of rows and columns. NumPy also supports arrays with more than 2 dimensions, that is 3D and beyond.
Okay.
So in our basic Python, we mentioned we discussed our lists. So in our list, it can contains a lot of things like integer data type,
Yeah.
Boolean, range. So here in our NumPy array, it is usually numbers, and it is numbers all through. That is inside an array, that is a single array. You can't have float there, and at the same time having string there, and at the same time having Boolean there. So that is impossible here. If you want to have numbers, you have it all through.
Okay.
And if you want to have something else, you have it all through, but it is usually number here.
Single number, okay. You cannot use for multiple purpose. It's not for multiple purpose.
Usually,
okay.
Yes, it's usually numbers here. So that is why arrays in NumPy are homogeneous, meaning they contain elements of the same type, of single data type. This consistency is part of what makes NumPy so fast. So when dealing with float, it will date with them all through. It is not like I have to first undo float, I have to later come back to undo some other data type. So that is why NumPy is so fast for us. So NumPy also allows us to create arrays in many ways by converting existing data or by generating them using functions that produce sequence ranges or patterns of numbers. So these give us opportunities of converting some already existing data to what, rather than creating it from the beginning. So let us now go to creating and manipulating arrays in NumPy. So we want to see how we can create our array. So once we've created our array, so we can now use NumPy to work on it. I hope all to this moment it's clear enough.
Yes.
So we create an array. Array is just like a list. So let me say it's just like a list. So we are now going to be using our NumPy, which is a data analysis library, so to work on that array.
Yeah.
So if I want to, the first way to create an array, so I can do that from a list or tuple. So if you already have some data in a Python list or tuple, NumPy can convert it into an array. So that is the most basic way. But most of the time, so you will have some things in list. So in list majorly. So when you want to perform some mathematical computations on it, so you will have to what first convert it to NumPy array. After converting it to NumPy array, then you can now start your computation. So, but if you start your computation using that list, you are using the normal Python for your computation, and it may take your
longer time.
Yes, it may consume the space on your
memory,
your system. Yes. So another way we can create our NumPys, they are the built-in functions. That is the zeros, the ones, all those are the built-in function. So if you want to create your NumPy array, so the first thing is to import that library.
Okay.
So this is how to import the library. That is, I want to work with this library. So let me first import it. Import NumPy. So once you've typed this, you click on your NumPy. But we still have this aliasing. Whenever I want to use this NumPy to work on my array, I can't be typing NumPy every time. So that is why this aliasing is introduced as NP. So whenever I'm referring to NumPy, I will be typing NP. I hope that is clear.
As a short form.
Yes, instead of typing this NumPy every time. So I'll be using this short form, which is NP. Then aside that, you can use anything. You can use PP, NP, anything you like as your alias. Anything you like as your alias, but conventionally, so by convention, it is NP that it is being used. Once I've seen NP in your work, I will have known that you are referring to what you have to NP.
Okay.
So that is that you first import the NumPy, the library that you want to use. So after that, you can now start. Okay, so let me create a list. So my list will have this 1, 2, 3, 4. So let me click on one. Now I want to convert my list to NumPy array. And how will I do that? My array equals to, so np dot array. So I will first have np dot array like this. Then I will pass in my list. So this is my list. So passing this my list. So I will have my what? My array. So let me print this out and see. So this is my array now. It is no longer a list, but what? But a NumPy array. I hope that is clear.
Okay. Okay. Should we start practicing it now, or we should just still be listening to the lecture?
Yes, you can just be listening. I will still give you time for that.
Okay.
So this is how to create a NumPy array. Then instead of me passing the values of the list, then I can pass in the name instead. It is still the same thing. Because I've declared it as variable. So anytime I'm referring to list, I'm still calling on these figures here. So I can pass this as a list, then click on run. It is still the same thing.
The same thing, okay.
So, and along the way, this is what we call 1D array, one dimension array, because this consists of only rows. Consists of only rows, no columns.
Okay.
So that is why it is 1D array. you can still have 2D array. So this is an example of 2D array. An example of 2-dimension array. So let me name it my array 2. So in my array 2, our normal way to create array, np.array, then this parenthesis, then inside this parenthesis, I can now pass in my what? My arrays. So the first one I have is, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is still 1-dimension array. So if I want to make it 2-dimension array, so I will separate this by comma.
Yeah.
Then have my second array, which is 5, 6, 7, 8. Then I need to pass this inside the list. I need to pass what? I need to pass this inside the list because we mentioned that to convert a list. So let me wrap this inside square brackets. So I've passed this. I've passed this inside a what? A new list. So with this, I can now click on run, then check what is inside my array 2. So this is 2-dimensional array for us because I have rows and columns here. This is my first row. Then this is my second row. This is my first column, 1 and 5, my first column, 2 and 6, my second column, 3 and 7, my third column, then 4 and 8 as my what? My fourth column. So that is 2-dimensional array for us. So now another way to create an array that, okay, let me quickly change this to tuple like. So let me click on run. So this is still or let me reverse this. Remember, I said we can create an array from a list or tuple. So we've created it from list. So let me quickly do the same thing using tuple here. Tuple. So this is a tuple for me. So let me copy this. So let me just pass in my tuple here. Then no, this is not a tuple. Remember, tuple use this type of bracket. So we can create our array from what? From list or what? Or tuple. So we still have these special arrays that I mentioned here, the built-in functions for us to create an array. So if you want to create an array of zeros, you can do np.zeros. So upon writing your np.zeros, then the bracket, then you now pass in your tuple or your list. So now I'm using tuple. So if I want my zeros to be in 3 by 3, that is 3 rows, 3 columns. So the first one will be rows, and the last one will be what? Will be column. So I have 0 all true. So that is another way of creating an average for us. So I can still have that of ones, which will be mp dot ones, mp dot ones. So the first bracket, then another 3, 3. So I have 1 all true. So up to this moment, can I give you time to practice that? So let me share this.
Yeah.
Okay, it's already shared. Done. Chat. So I think you can practice it now, and let me see if things are work out on your side.
Okay.
So if I've already shared the notebook with you, if you still have anything you want to check in the notebook.
Okay. Where do you send the link to, sir? Hello?
So the income message here, the chat here,
Chat.
the chat here.
You see it in the chat box. I see the chat box here. It's there.
Hello? Are we getting it, please? Are we getting it, please?
Yeah, we are on it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
So can we continue back, please? Hello?
Yeah, wait, just give me 2 seconds. I want to see. I'm getting one error.
I'm not getting this np dot zeros. It's just returning 3 by 3,
You know,
not zeros.
Do you use like double brackets, or you use single?
Yes. I use
You use
double.
double and
Yes.
it's returning.
I'll try different. Let me quickly share while that I see working. Let me quickly share so that you can look at my problem here. Can you see my screen?
Okay, it's coming up. Okay, I can see now. MP dot zeros. Double is
This.
not callable. This is like that of last week problem.
Okay.
Remove that equals to, remove that zeros too. Let it be MP dot zeros only. Remove that space in
Okay.
front, then remove that zero under, that zero below.
Okay.
Then
Mhm.
run it. So this is similar to last week problem.
Okay. So I have to delete that MP dot zeros with that. Let me try it. That's what I did last week.
This
Let
is
me
similar
see.
to the top is not
That's what I did
callable.
when the top is not calling up. I use a del. That's me to use a del. Del. I mean, come on. Del.
Anyone with a similar problem? Hello?
Last week, this is what I did last week. I have to delete the tuple. Then let me run it again now and see whether it will work. It's like this, Abby. There's no equals to between
Yes.
them.
Yes, no equals no, and you can assign it to, but the NumPy does not have attribute zeros. So
But this one is working. This one will work, but it's giving me 3,3.
Then it should not be 3,3. It should be matrix rather than this tuple.
So it should be NP equals to this, right?
Yes, NP dot zeros. No. I think there is a problem. So in this your zeros, remove that equals to, it is NP dot zeros. There is no space, no equals to between that thing. Yeah, okay, run it again. Okay, module NumPy has no attributes zeros. So what is okay, can you run that import NumPy as NP again? Okay, import NumPy and SP and S as NP. Yes, that's correct. Then okay, I don't need that one. Just move on to the NP.zeros. So here, at
Let me
this the
delete
other
this one.
side.
Maybe I
At
think these are
this
the
the
one
other
that's
side
causing
where we have this type error. So can you copy this then? Now you can create the zero array. Yes,
one,
copy
right?
that. Yes. Copy it, then paste it, then run to reset your NumPy. Okay, same problem.
Okay, no worry. No worry. Let me keep troubleshooting. And
The thing is, this is not all about fashion since it is online. So if it is that is you are using it on your local system, I would have said it is the fashion you are using.
Okay,
So
no problem. Let me keep
run this second one.
This one, right?
And yes, and let's see.
I think I've
Go
done
to
something wrong. Don't worry.
go to your
I
runtime.
mean,
Go to runtime at the top
runtime.
here. Yes.
Where's the runtime?
At
Which one is runtime there?
in front of inserts.
Okay, this is it. Runtime. Run all.
Yes. Okay, runtime. If you click on that runtime.
Yes.
Okay, click on it. Let me see. I can't see the drop down. Okay, click on restart session. Yes, restart session. So when that is done, go and import the NumPy again, then go straight to that np.zeros, then run it again.
Sorry.
You've imported it already.
zeros.
Yes.
Bracket.
Brackets.
2 brackets, right?
Yes.
2,3. Oh,
Then click on
great.
run. Okay.
Thank you. It's working now.
Yes, sir. So can we move on?
Sorry, can you check my own? Let me share my screen too, because I don't know
No
whether
problem,
what I'm doing is right or not. I don't know. Let me just.
Okay.
I don't know whether the screen is coming up. Hello.
Yes. It's not there. It's yet. Or can anyone see his screen? I can't see. Okay, it's coming up now. Yes, I can
Okay.
see your screen now.
Okay, let me just enlarge this and
Okay, line off. Okay.
sorry. Let me bring it back. Yeah, I don't know, maybe what I'm doing is right, or maybe I'm just doing jargon.
Okay, I've not even up to those these are zeros.
Oh,
You don't have error.
since I've deleted it again, oh.
So
Where can
it is
I,
that
sorry, I don't
I
know.
can hear you.
Where can
I can hear you.
where can I go back and see what I've been doing before?
What you've been doing before. You
Okay, I'm
can't see
coming.
that page again.
I don't, it was, I mistakenly pressed new and it just took me to.
Go to file. Click on file here. Below the untitled one, click on file.
Okay.
Click on open notebook. No, not that one, open notebook, yes. So which one did you open of recent?
It should be one out of this because today is this eight something. Okay, this it's okay. Today is 9. Today is 10. It should be either one of these because this 8 something. Let me see. Let me open it and see one by one.
See that of untitled 4 is your own. This is where untitled 118 is my own. Check that
Oh,
untitled.
okay.
Check that untitled 4.
34. Okay. 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 Thank you.
So
Okay. Now you said I get it right to where?
all those these zeros, try to print it out and see the outcome.
Okay, from 0.
These are cell 10.
Okay, from here.
Or since the beginning itself, all these things that all these arrays that you've created, you did not print it out to see the values.
Okay. Okay.
Just create another cell in between. Create another cell in between. Just click on code, then type array1 to see the output. But like you name your own ARI.
Okay. What should I type now?
The name of that your first array. Is it array1 or ARI?
ARRI.
Then click on run to see the outcome. Okay, the same thing for array2.
Okay. Okay, this one's
So
supposed to be 1. Where I put I.
yes.
Oh,
You can name your thing anything you like.
okay. Okay.
So the same thing for all those ones, zeros, and the likes. So this mp.line space that you are having problem,
Okay.
the line space that you are having problem,
Okay,
the
here.
yes mp.line space, can you remove that e in between n and s?
Okay.
So can you run again?
Oh, good. Okay.
So if you print that out, you shouldn't have error again.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So I want to move on. This mp.arange, what will it do for us? mp.arange, it will create an array of 0 to 10 for us. array of 0 to 10 for us. Then
Sorry,
if I now
can you continue sharing your screen, sir?
okay. Okay. Share.
Okay.
So this np.arange, what will it do for us? It will create an array of 1 to 10 for us. So let me go back to my worksheet. So np.array.arange. So is 0 to 10. So this is what this will create for us. So what is the problem?
The arrange supposed to be 1R.
Sorry.
Okay.
So this will create 0 to 9 for us. That's still 10 digits there, starting from 0. Then if I now add one more thing, so that is the step. So if I make the step 2, it will print 1, then jump up to the next 2, then print, then jump up to the next one, then print, jump up to the next 2. So that is the arange function and the what and this step. That is what they have for us. So that is arange function. We still have linspace. So this will create evenly spaced numbers between the lower limit and the upper limit. Between the lower limit and the upper limit, it will create numbers that are evenly spaced for us. So this is the step. Here I have 5. So it will create 5 numbers that are evenly spaced between the numbers that I put what I have here as my upper limit. I think that is clear.
Okay.
So we still have identity matrix. So this is how to create an identity matrix for us, np.I. So np.I. So that is the diagonals will be 1 all through. So that is the function np.I to create identity matrix for us. So we can also use this random.rand to create random numbers.
Okay.
It will just create a 2 by 2 matrix for us, and everything will be what will be random numbers. So that is that. So moving on to types of arrays, we've discussed that already. The 1D, 2D. The 1D just like a list. The 2D consists of column and rows, and we have 3Ds. And those that are more than 3D. So yeah, some manipulations that we can do to our arrays. We can reshape, we can flatten, we can transpose, change data types, filling and updating and the likes. So accessing array. The first thing that we are going to do today is to see how we can access our array. And we still follow, it's still almost the same thing with what we've done in accessing lists. Remember, when we want to access the elements inside our list, we do that by using index, 0 indexing majorly. So the same thing still holds here. So let me see one of my array. Then array, I have array, and so let me recall ARR as my array. So if I want to access the first element here, so the index of this first element is 0. So I will access it like this, like that of index 0, like that of list, the list name, the square bracket, then the index of that element that we want to access. So this is 1. If I want to access the second element, I will have it as 1. So that is how to access a one-dimensional array, just like a list. So now if I want to access that of 2D, that is somehow different, that is two-dimensional array. Okay, this is what I have now here. So if I want to access this, I can do this by what? By the use of columns and rows. Columns and rows. So let me access array. So let me access the first element, which is 0 for row, comma, the first element for column. So what will I have? What is the problem?
Because no space.
No. Okay.
Or you did not see. Okay.
Okay. You can see where the problem is. Okay, I'm still using this single array before. I don't put 2.
Okay.
I'm still referring to this array, and in this array there is no, we can only have row, we don't have column there. So that is because of the error. So with this my array 2, if I want to access the 0 index row, 0 index column, that means the first element row wise and the first element column wise, that is 1, which I'm referring to. So if I want to access these two, what will I do? Row wise, I'm still on row is 0. So this is row 1. This is the row is 0. 1 and 5 are row is 0. 2 and 6 are row 1. 3 and 7 are row 2. 4 and 8 are row 3. So now I want to access these two. So it is still on the first row, which is of index is 0. Then the element is on row 1. So if I cross it like this on this first row horizontal, then I come back here vertically. So this place where they meet is where we are going. So inside this list, let me come up here. Inside this list, where we create our this array 2, this list is still index 0, and this is what? Index 1. This one is index 0 inside the list of index 0. This 2 is index 1 inside the list of index 0. This 3 is index 2 inside the list of what? Index 0. So that's it. That is how it goes. The first list here is still what? Our row 0, our index 0, row 1, and the second row is what? Index 1. So we can now access the what? The values inside. So aside that, we can slice We can slice. And if we want to slice, we have
Sorry, can we have index 3?
yes, we can have
Be
here, we
as
can
many
have
as we, okay, and must be 4, 4, 4, 4 like that.
no, we can have index 3 along this column side. You know, we start from 0, 1,
Exactly. 1,
2,
2.
3. So these 4 and 8, they are the index 3 column wise.
Okay.
But in this our row, we only have row 1, which is index 0, row 2, which is index 1.
Wow.
Then we don't have row 3, which will be index 2, but we can still have it.
Okay.
So we can still have it. So here, okay, it is still 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. So we can still have it. Let me copy this and give it more. So here is my array 3. So I want to add more. Comma. Oh no, 3. So here is my array. So I just start with something simple so it can be clear enough to us. So now this is our index 0 row wise. I'm talking about row wise now. So row 1 index 0, row 2 index 1,
There's 1.
row 3
3. Index 2.
index 2, and row
4.
4 index 3.
Okay.
You can still have more, row 5 index 4. So here, column wise, this is our row 1, this is our column 1, column wise, which is 0 index 0 for what? For column 1 index 0. This is column 2 index 1. This is column 3 index 2, and column 4 index 3. So that is that. So we can still slice our. So in our list, we don't do slicing in our list. So we are going to do it here, and the way we slice here is still the same thing with the way we can slice in our list. So I want to slice this first array. So if I want to slice, I will need to have the number where I want to start. If I want to start from 0, that is from index 0, which is 1, then this column to the number where I want to stop. I want to stop on this 3. So that is index what? This 3 is index what?
Index 2.
So index 2, let us see if it will give us 3. So 0 is my starting point and 2 is my stopping point. Then I have only 1 and 2 printed out. That means if you are slicing an array like this, it stop in number before your what? Your
Displaying
last
figure.
point. So
Okay.
it stop in number before. So if I want to have this my 3 printed out, I will do what? I will use index 3, which is index 3 is 4. So and I said it will stop in number before. That means it will stop on what? On 3. So that is how to slice an array.
Okay.
It will start from that your starting point, then it will stop on a number before your what? Your stopping index. I think that is clear.
Okay.
So moving on to how to cut if we have something like this that is in 2-dimensional. So let us slice and see how it goes. So here I have okay, another thing here. So if you don't put this 0, if you just type it like this, it will assume that you are starting from 0. It will assume that you are what? You are starting from 0. And if you start from anywhere, if you start from this 0, 1, that is from this 2, so I'm typing 1. And if you don't put the index where you want to, it will print from that 1 till the end for you. I hope that is clear.
Okay.
So moving on to 2D array. So I want to slice row wise and column wise. So if I want to have a result that it will consist of these 2, 3, 6, 7, how can I achieve that? So the way I can achieve that is to use my slicing method. I will slice out these 2 and 3. So if I want to slice out these 2 and 3 column wise, how can I do that? I can do that by using starting from this, which is my index 1, then index 2 is 0, 1, 2. But I can't stop on these 2 because it will stop on a number before. That is why I will use this index. So it can stop on 3 for me. So index 0, 1, 2, 3. So I will stop on 1 and 3. So if I click on this, it will print out. Okay. It will print out 2 and 3 for me as my as what I want to slice out. But why I'm having this now, I'm having this 7, 5, 6, 7, 8 now, is because this is taken as row, this one is taken as row wise, and this 3 is taken as column. So it is just giving me what I have here. So moving on, then I will separate it by comma. So once I have separated it by comma like this, it will take this as what? Anything that I slice here, it will take it as row. Then anything that I slice here, at this my end part, it will take it as column. So how can I achieve that now? So to achieve that, I don't want this column here again. I don't want this column here again. I will scrape that out. Then I don't want this one here too. I will also what? I will also scrape that out. So how can I achieve that? So let us use 1, 3, 3 and see what our result will be. Then we can manipulate this to get what we are looking for. So now I have 6 and 7. And I want to print out 2, 3, 6, 7. How can we achieve that? Your contribution is needed. How can I achieve that? Hello, are we still together, please?
Yeah, we're together.
So with what I've sliced out here, I have 6 and 7, and our goal is 2, 3, 6, 7. So how can we achieve that? I've sliced 1 out here, starting from 1. It should stop on 2. Then at this end part, starting from 1, So we've achieved this. Then I want to include this. How can we achieve that?
Mm.
Should I change this to 0 and this to 0 and see what our outcome will be? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, and we want this 2, 3, 6, 7. So which one should I slice out now to remove this 1 and 5?
We will slice out the 0. Maybe we'll put it to, is it 2 by 3? Let's see.
Like you mean 2 by 3? Is it on the row or on the column?
On the row.
On the row. So let us follow. So this is where you've lead us to.
Wow.
So let me change it back to 0. Now, since I don't want this row 1 and 5 there again, I don't want it. I hope you understand.
Okay.
I don't want this 1 and 5 again. This column 1 and 5. Sorry, I don't want it again. So what I will alter is this my I said this stands for row now, and this stands for column. So this is sorry, please. Sorry, please. So this is what I want to alter. So I will only alter what is in this column. I will only alter what is in
Okay.
this column.
So
So I
far
will
we want
change
to
this
deal
to
with, so far I want to deal with a column now.
yes. I will change it to 1. So it will not start from 0 again.
Okay.
So it will not start from 0 again. So it will start from 1. So with this, we've achieved 2, 3, 6, 7. I hope that is clear enough.
Yeah.
Hello? I hope that is clear enough.
Yes.
Okay. Will you practice it? Will you practice it? Just create your own array. You can do that. Then slice it as you like and see the outcome.
Okay.
So have you tried that out?
Yes, I've done that.
Okay. So if you have anything that is more complex than this, it is still the same principle that we will be using.
Using, okay.
So the principle of this here,
Array.
if you
Okay.
if you are having it like this, so the first one here will be the row, and the other part here will be the column. And don't forget that this will stop a number before this. For now, index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3. So I will use 4 here to have 4 as part of my output. So if I stop on 3, 4 will not be, this 4 will not be included. So if I want to include this, I 0, 1, 2, 3, then I will use index 4 to include it. So whatever you have here, it stop at on a number before. So that is that. This stands for row and this stands for column. So whenever you have it like this, so the first part stands for row and this part stands for what? For column. So you cannot slice it as what? As you want. So okay, we already know about index, we already know about slicing. What else? So let us go to reshaping. Let us go to reshaping. So this is how to reshape our array. So we have a 1D array here. So this is 1D array. Then I want to reshape it to something else. So this is my 1D array. So I can say np dot arange. So this is my array 4. So this my array 4 as np dot arange. So I want to reshape it. So this is what I have initially. So I want to reshape it. So it will be array 4 dot reshape. I can only reshape it to something sensible. You know, I have 6 digits here. I have 6 members here, and it's either I reshape it to 3, 2. That is, I will have 3 rows, 2 columns. So if I have 3 rows, 2 columns, that is what? That is still 6 elements for me. So I still have something sensible. I have 3 rows, row 1, row 2, row 3. I can still have it the other way around. That is 2 rows, 3 columns.
3 columns,
I can
okay.
still have it the other way around. So I have 3 columns here. So anything other than this. So here I cannot have 3 rows, 3 column or the likes. So I will have error. So there is no way. I don't have up to 9 elements here.
Elements there.
So
Except if you added to it.
So that is that I can only have something that can be resized to the new shape I want. So that is that about reshape. Then I can still convert everything back to this, to 1D array back. So let me assign a name to this as array 5, or just let me name it A. So if I click on run, so my A is a 2x3 matrix.
Reshape. Okay. Matrix. Okay.
So 2 columns, 2 rows, 3 columns.
3
That is
columns.
my A. Then I want to flatten everything back to 1 dimension back, because this is no more 1 dimension. I have rows, I have columns. So that is 2D for me. A dot flatten. I use the flatten function. The flattened function. So with this, so where am I getting it wrong? FLATTENED. So okay, I'm writing something variable without putting the what else is the problem. Flattened is not an attribute. It's not an attribute. How come? Flattened is not an attribute, but flatten is. So I've resized, I've reshaped everything back to what, to where I am coming from with this flatten function. I hope that is clear.
Okay.
Is that clear, please?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So I'm now moving on to the mathematical operations in NumPy. Some are still the same as that our basic mathematics, so I won't waste time on that. So I have here mp.array. So this is my first array. This is my second array. So if I want to add up these two array, if I want to add it up, so it is still the same thing like that of our normal addition of matrix in our mathematics. So the first element in the first array, I will add it up to the first element in the second array. That is, I'm adding 1 to 4. Adding the second element in the first array to second element in the second array. That is 2 and 5.
2
I'm
and
adding
5.
that
Okay.
up. Then I will add up the third element in the first array, adding it to the third element in the second array. So 3 and 6. So if I add everything up, 1 plus 4, I will have 5.
5.
2 plus 6,
7.
7. 3 plus 2
9.
plus 5, 7. 3 plus 6, 9. So the final answer will be what? 2 will be 579 as this, as it is here. I'm
Okay.
adding each element
Together.
up.
Okay.
So the same thing for subtraction, the same thing for multiplication and division. It is still the same thing. So we still have another one, which is scalar operations. That is when you are adding a single value to this whole array. You are
Okay.
adding a single what? A single value. So I'm
A
adding
complete
10 here
array.
to
Okay.
I'm adding 10 here to here. So what will this line do for me? It will go to my array A, then it will add 10 to the first element, that is 10 plus 1. It will give me the answer.
Okay.
Add 10 to the second
Plus 2.
element, 10
Plus
plus
3.
2
Okay.
will give me the answer. Then the same thing for the third element. So that is a scalar operation. So the same thing for multiplication. So it will multiply everything all through with that scalar number. So we have aggregate function. Aggregate function. So by using mp.sum, this will add up everything inside the array for you. We have mp.main. So this will find the mean of this array for us.
Between.
We have
Okay.
np.max. This will find the maximum value, the biggest value for us. The same thing
Okay.
for mean, the same thing for standard deviations. So we have more than this. We have a lot of aggregate functions that I cannot mention everything here. But later on, if you need to use anything else, there is a documentation for that. It is a documentation from the owner of this NumPy.
NumPy doc. Okay.
So it is all those things that have been discussing with you since morning. So I don't see it anywhere other than this documentation. It is an extract of this word of this documentation. So this documentation is from the owner of this NumPy. So it is just like a manual on how to use it.
Okay.
But most of the time, since all this thing is on the internet, so to make it more faster, I don't used to come to this documentation. I will just go to, let's say, okay, I want to calculate standard deviation. I just go to Google, then Google up how to get the standard deviation, then it will take me to the link whereby I will see the how to do it. I will see example of so instead of coming here,
Yeah.
instead of coming here, okay, to the user guide, then checking for it one by one. Let me first go to okay, data types, compile for array creation, how to create an array. So let me go to this compiling Python sequence to what? To NumPy. So how to import NumPy. All these things we've been doing since morning, it is still inside this documentation. So no matter the source where I got that information from, that source, they still what? Get that thing from what? From this documentation. I hope that is clear, sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
there are more than aggregate, there are a lot of functions. So everything is still inside this documentation if you want to know about NumPy. But mind you, 90% of what is inside this documentation, you won't use it up to that level.
Okay.
So these are just the basic that I can
Lay your hand on the
on
one
now.
that is important that maybe they normally use day to day. That is very common.
So you can still okay, I don't have variance here. You can still go ahead and check for how to get variance. So we have this broadcasting. We have this broadcasting. So you can perform operations between arrays of different shapes. Arrays of different shapes. So all this we've been adding up before. We have it in such a way that it is of the same shape here. It is of the same shape, but now I have it of different shapes. So let us see how it goes. So this is my first array, which is array A, and this is my second array, that have different shapes. So how can I achieve that? Like that of scalar operation. So I'm adding this to what? To what is in the first column here. That is 10 plus 1, I will have 11. 10 plus 4, I will have 14. Moving to the what? To the next element here, I will add it up to the corresponding element column wise. That is the 2 and 5 that they have the same correspondence column wise. Then I will add my 20, which is 22. Then add my 5, which is 25. Then I will still add this to it. Then I'm coming on to the third one, which is 30. I will still add it up to the corresponding elements in what? In my matrix A. That is, I will have 33 and 36. So that is how broadcasts work in NumPy. So we still have more aggregate functions. So I mentioned some here. We still have more advanced one. So mp.product, this will find the product of this array for me. The cumulative sum, that is 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 7, 15. So we still have the cumulative products too. So those are the aggregate function. We still have many more in our documentation. So okay, these are used when dealing with mostly used when dealing with time series data. So okay, we have operations on multi-dimensions array. Operations on multi-dimensions array. That is when we have multi-dimensions arrays. So it is still almost the same thing with what we've been discussing this since morning, whereby I have mp.sum to sum up all the elements in my matrix. Remember, we use mp.sum here. It sum up everything here to give us 20. It still work almost the same. So summing up everything inside my matrix. Then now I can sum up column wise and I can sum up row wise. So to sum up column wise, I will need to state the. Hello, any question?
No.
I will need to state the column, the index of that column that I want to work on. I will need to state it. That is this is column axis 0 for column, then 1 for what? For rows. After just after writing my matrix here, mp.sum matrix, I still so it was stated here that what? Axis 0. So it will add it up column wise, which is 5. 1, 4 equals to 5, 2 plus 5 equals to 7, and 3 plus 6 equals to 9. So I can even do the same thing row wise by stating there that I want it on axis 1. That is 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6, then 4, 5, and 6, giving me 15. I hope that is clear. So I have modulus and exponential in Python. In Python, under the basic operation in Python, I don't mention this, but I want to mention it here. So this is this sign is called modulo in Python. Modulo in Python. So it is used to check if there will be a remainder or not. So when we want to check for even number, we use this modulo to check if we have 0, that is even number. If it is not equals to 0, we have what? We have what? We have odd number. So this is modulo. And this is exponential raised to power. In Python, raised to power is written as this double asterisk, which is called exponential. I hope that is clear. Hello?
Yes, it is clear. So to get the modulo sign in our keyboard, where can we get it?
Your
The modulo
percentage.
sign.
On
Okay,
my
it's
own
percentage.
keyboard, yeah.
Okay,
Yes, on
okay,
my own keyboard is on 5.
okay.
Just press shift 5.
Okay, shift
So
5. Okay.
I have an assignment for you. So write a program or a code for us whereby it can accept inputs from user and it will print out this is an odd number or this is what an even number. So do you get that as an assignment?
Okay. Maybe you can just help us to try and type it on the comment section. Let's just get it right.
Okay. Okay, I will do that. This is okay. So when you are doing it, you know you will use this mode to check. You will use input function. So remember, you use input function to remove to receive the number from the user. After using that input function to receive the number from the user, you will now pass that function, that value that you received from the user to if statement to check if that value, let us say A is the value, if that value modulo 2 equals, you will use to double equals to now because you are not assigning. You want to check if the value is equal. If the value, let us say that value you receive from the user is A modulo 2 double equals to 0. You are checking if A modulo 2 equals to 0. That is if the remainder equals to 0, you are checking if it equals to 0, then you print out what you want to print for us. Then if it is not equals to 0, it will jump to what? To the else part. Then it will print what it will happen. So I hope you get that. So you can also round your numbers. It is still the same thing as the basic Python. So you can round up your numbers using np.round. So it will round it up to the nearest integer. So np.floor function will round it down for you. Will cut off the decimal part without caring if it is greater than 5 to round it up for you or not, and then dot seal to round it up. So this round and dot seal they are almost the same. We also have comparison and Boolean operation. So whereby we use comparison and Boolean operation, we use this greater than or equals to check if something is true. So it is still the same thing. Print if this array is greater than 3. So the outcome will be this. So it will come to this array to check. The first element in this array is 1. Is 1 greater than 3? Is false. So I have it as false here. Is 2 greater than 3? No. I have it as false. Is 3 greater than 3? No. 3 is not greater than 3. Is 4 greater than 3? Yes, I have it as true. Is 5 greater than 3? Yes, I have it as true. I hope that is clear enough.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to check if a value is equals to another value. So remember I mentioned it earlier on when we use a single equals to and when we use double equals to. If you are assigning a value to something, you use single equals to. But if you want to check equality, you use double equals to. I hope that is clear. If you are assigning something to me, you are assigning a task to me, you are giving me something, you use equals to. But if you want to check for equality, you use double equals to, no more single. So now I want to check if the value of element inside my array is equals to 2. I want to check for equality now. So that is why I'm using double equals to now. So, and this is my answer. It is only the second element here that 2 is equals to 2. So the same thing goes for this one too. So we also have one more thing before we call it a day. np dot where np.where. This is just like a short form for our if else statement too. So, and this is how it works. This is how it works. So I have my grades here. Let me reduce it to 2 for the sake of clarity. So I have here and for the sake of my listeners to type. So I want to use np.where to check the student that pass and the students that are fail. So it will be np.where. So after writing my np.where, I will have this inside bracket. After having this inside bracket, the grades that I want to check, So the condition, so if it is greater than anything that I like, so if it is greater than 60, fine. I will separate that by a comma. Then I will now write the condition. If it is greater than 60, so what should happen? Pass. So if it is not, what should happen? Fail or retake. So this is how to use np.where. It is still like short form of if else statements. So let us see what the outcome will be. So the first student 46 is less than 50. So the first student fail and the second student, which is 67, pass. I hope that is clear.
Okay.
So we still have 10 minutes more. So you can start practicing now. You can practice now. Then if you have any questions, so still let me know before the time runs out. And if you have any question after then, you can drop it inside the group. I will attend to that ASAP.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time.
You are welcome, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Yusuf. So I'm going to stop the recording here while you are doing your practicing.
Okay, sir. You are welcome, sir.